All right, guys, what's up? Happy Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Andy Owings here with you. Hello. Let's get into the analysis. It was pretty much spot on from the video I did yesterday after the close. Most markets, I kind of think, did what we thought they would do. Let's go ahead and start off with the E-mini S&P 500 daily chart. Nice move down. Finding a little bit of support here, but I don't think this drop is over. That's just my sense of it. We've broken through some pretty key support levels. With that said, we may be due for a little bit of a pop. So I'm still looking to potentially short an end of day setup if we get some sort of a pop like this. Let's say that might be the situation where I short for a move back down. That's what I'm looking for. I think, it was pretty straightforward trading on this day from the short side and from today. So Monday, Tuesday, very clear bias to the downside, especially early in New York. Wednesday, tomorrow, again, you're just going to have to watch this key level, 59.60. You see all these yellow dots coming here. We've got the pink dot broken on the weekly, 59.80. So this whole area here, just keep an eye right on that 59.60 level. And if we start to break through that, we're probably going to head at least to the near low here at about 59.25. That's the next level to watch. And if that breaks, look out below. I kind of have a feeling it's going to be a choppy, difficult trading day tomorrow. So be careful. That's the best I can give you. I don't have a crystal ball. When things are super clear, I'll tell you. Like when we called natural gas the other day, last night called crude oil. That was a pretty good call, huh? That was my top pick. I didn't put the end of day on, but crude absolutely collapsed today. So that was pretty cool to see. So I'm just going to give it to you guys straight. When I've got some good information to share with you, I'm going to lay it on you. When I'm telling you that it's not clear and be careful, you should probably listen to that, and you'll save money by not over trading on less optimal trading days. So Monday, Tuesday, great days for trading. I haven't been trading much because I'm working on the course and setting all that stuff up. I got to get my programmer to, recode the indicators on TradingView and all this kind of stuff. So working through a lot of issues on my side, getting the Discord, the course set up, but I'm getting into the flow of analyzing all these markets for you guys and for me so that when we launch the course and start doing the live day trading room, I'm going to be dialed into all these markets. So that's why I'm doing this analysis right now, even though I'm not trading a whole lot. I'm trading my Tradify accounts and having some success with those. So I'll keep you posted if I get to another payout. Still got 20 grand in my Top Step XFAs. Those are kind of sitting there right now. I'm not in a rush to trade those at the moment, only because I'm the kind of person where when I'm trading, I like to put my full energy and focus into my trading. Right now, I'm focused on Discord, doing my course, getting the indicators ready, like just all that infrastructure stuff. And I don't like to split my focus between doing all that, let's say infrastructure stuff. I don't have a better way to put it. And then also trading. I like to focus on one thing, get it done, and go back to the next thing. So when all the infrastructure stuff is done, then I will turn my attention fully back to the trading, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm a trader at heart. I'm not a, putting together Discord and course guy at heart. But it's going to be really cool when it's all done. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm happy to be working hard on it. All right, let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ here real quick. And we're going to fly through this today, guys. You guys know what's going on by the last couple analysis videos. I don't have to belabor the point here with all these markets. Obviously, the indices are going to be very highly correlated. NASDAQ also just bombing here. NASDAQ looks pretty darn weak here. Yeah, you held the yellow dot there on close, and you got a live one here that's already fixed for tomorrow. I think it's going to be choppy and tough. I mean, it's really hard to say. Are we going to bomb straight through all that? Maybe, but I think it's more likely you get a pullback. And the area I would be looking for on the NASDAQ for resistance would be right in here. That cyan dot, the pink dot, the middle of the moving average envelope. That zone right there is where I would watch price action very carefully. And, that's where I would look to maybe initiate a short. But you also, these are things I'm going to talk about in the course, guys. It's also very important. Okay, does the market open here, right? Like let's say right now at the 6 p.m. Eastern open, which is coming. Do we open here and then push higher? That would make me more confident in shorting this overall resistance level if I had a good setup on the intraday charts, right? But if we open, went down to support, tested this support, tested these lows, held it, and then started pushing back up into that resistance level, I wouldn't like it as much. So a lot depends on the price action preceding, what happens before you get to the resistance or support zone that you're interested in taking action. These are all things I'm going to talk about in the course. These subtle nuances are what will make the difference in your trading, whether or not you're consistently positive and successful and taking payouts and making money. So there's that, and then there's all kinds of little nuances I'm excited to share with you guys. And in the live trading room, when we get that going, that's where I'm going to be showing you how I use these levels every single day on my favorite markets to pick off good trade opportunities. It doesn't mean that I win every time. I probably win, 60, 65% of the time. But when I win bigger than when I lose. And if you win even more than half the time, then you're doing really good. So that's really all trading is. It's probabilities. Too many, ballers and influencers and bullshitters out there like to make it something it's not. So don't fall for any of that crap. All right. I think the volume is good today too. I don't know if I'm a little too close to the mic, but it wasn't loud enough for my liking last night. I know you guys said it was better, but I still wish it would have been louder. So I hope this comes across loud and clear. I'm tired, guys. I had a lot of work today here in Costa Rica. Got a lot of stuff done for the course. Took a long walk on the beach. Did some surfing. So I'm trying to stay active while I'm putting together the course and the website and all this kind of stuff because, managing the Discord, the YouTube channel. If I sit here and just do that all day and get sucked into it and don't get out and surf, don't get out and walk, I'll go nuts. And that's not going to be good for anybody, especially me. All right. So here's the Dow. Okay. Nice little pullback on the Dow here. This is kind of what I've been waiting for. This could be interesting. Whether or not I put this on end of day, I don't know. I'll let you know. I'm not really like that big on trading right now, as I said, because I'm just too focused on other things. And you don't want to be trading when you got other things to do. Like if you're too focused on other things and not trading, your trading is going to suffer. I know that. So I've made plenty of money so far already this year and last year. Like it doesn't hurt me to not trade for 2 weeks, let my XFAs with 20 grand just sit there. I've already taken out a ton of payouts in those accounts, still working toward maybe some more Tradeify payouts, but I'm okay to just kind of cool my jets right now, do the analysis, build the course, do all that stuff. With that said, I might go for a walk on the beach here, catch the sunset with my family, have a beer, relax, think, do I want to short that Dow? Maybe I'll risk a few hundred and short it. And I'll let you guys know in Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, go join the Discord. The link is below the video in the description. And that's where I'll let you know when I'm taking trades. But the rubber is really going to meet the road, guys, when we get everything all set up and we start live trading. That's where we're going to absolutely kill it, which I'm really excited about. All right. So the Dow, this could be setting up for something like this. That's what I'd be looking for on the Dow for tomorrow. And I would really like to see how the intraday price action at open, reacts to this level here at 43.8, because that could be a pretty sweet short opportunity. Definitely my top pick for right now, based on what I'm seeing. And the market opens in 8 minutes. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, on the bottom right down there. You see, I am recording this ahead of time before the open. So, some people don't think that like I'm going to see the open and then make the call. No, this is all live before it happens. And even though the video might not get uploaded to YouTube until after the open, I just want to let you know I'm recording it before the open. All right, let's look at the Russell. All right, with the Russell, kind of similar to the NASDAQ and the ES, we don't really know what it's going to do. Got to be careful. I think it's going to be a choppy day. And with that said, you do get that pullback on the Dow, but you don't want to be shorting Dow if, the other indices are rallying. So keep an eye on those other indices throughout the day if you're going to be trading and you're interested in shorting the Dow, because if the other indices start rallying, then the Dow could be setting up for something like this. I'll show you here in a second. This is called scenario analysis. It's super important. So put a mental picture of this in your head, and then I'm going to show you a really similar situation. I saw it not too long ago. Let me find this for you guys. It's important. All right, here's the scenario analysis. I was looking on the Dow. I'm like, where is it? And I thought, oh, no, it's on the bonds. But look, it's the same patterns. They repeat across all markets. We're going to go back to the 10-year Treasury. We're done with the Russell, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the ES. I'm just showing you scenario analysis here, which is where you look for similar patterns. Doesn't matter what market, it's on. Use it as an example. So do you see how bonds, pulled back here, right? This kind of looks like the way the Dow looks today, right? And you can say, oh, I got some resistance here. Maybe I want to short this. Well, not so fast. You see, bonds just want to go a little higher first, and then, the short was a good short, right? I say that because watch the Dow carefully tomorrow. If the ES, the NQ, and the Russell are trying to rally, then you might expect something like this on the Dow, whereas this could be a trap for the shorts a little early, and we might push a little bit higher. I don't think that's going to be the case right here with the Dow. And the reason for that is that we're not getting a close over the middle of the moving average envelope here. You see how we're closing right here underneath it? I think this resistance is going to be pretty darn strong up here. I really do. And it's still one of my top picks for resistance on the Dow to short, but keep an eye on the other markets. This is why I can put on my end of day trades where I set the orders like I did with corn the other day, and I basically let them go. But it's not for me, it's not the highest probability way of trading, because I love to just have my top, 2, 3 markets, what I think is going to happen for the next day. I got my levels, I got my zones, I got my intraday patterns and everything, where I'm waiting for price to come to that area, show me what it's going to do, and then bang, go for it if I like it. Or, hey, that level's not valid, don't take it, no harm, no foul, right? That really puts the odds on your side, which is why I'm really excited about the live day trading room to show you guys how I do that. Of course, I'm going to talk a lot about that in the course as well, but the course doesn't mean shit if I can't show you live in real time how I use the information and everything from the course to do my own profitable trading, right? There's so many people that selling courses like, okay, well, show us live every single day. Doesn't mean you're gonna have every day a winning day, but show us that whatever you're teaching works. Well, I'm gonna show you that what I'm teaching works. You guys already know that from my payouts and all that stuff, but it's gonna be another thing to see it live every single day. Doesn't mean we're gonna win every day, but it does mean we're gonna win a lot, and that's exciting. So, anyways, I like the Dow there. Could it pick up this support here and just punch up a little more? It could, and that would just make it a much better short, right? So just the key is keep an eye on this level right here. If it's looking strong, it's worth a short because your stop is tight and your target is wide. So it's a good risk reward opportunity there for the Dow. So keep an eye on that. The other ones I think are going to be choppy. Let's look at the 10-year Treasury. Wow, big move today in treasuries. I mean, pretty darn impressive. A lot of money coming here. I think this is the fear trade, of course. Big volume. Treasury still looks strong. Yeah, you held the pink dot, but it seems to me like that weekly here is gonna want to try to gun for that pink dot up there, and the monthly is probably gonna want to gun for that old high at that cyan dot. We're going for monthly congestion entrance up. So, I mean, I think treasuries, because I look at this, go, okay, is that an exhaust, which is one of my favorite patterns for a reversal back down? Well, sometimes, yeah, that'll happen when you're taking it at the right spot on the higher time period. But right now, we're kind of in no man's land. I think this wants to push higher. We'll see if treasuries are going to continue to get bid, especially on the back of a stronger dollar. That means the risk off is in play, and that means probably rallies on the indices are going to be capped, and that would mean that would bode well for our idea of a Dow short, right? If the fear trade is there, the Dow could continue to get hit by that. So watch the Dow, you guys. So far, it's my top pick. We don't really need to go through all the other bonds. I'm not gonna, I got to get to the beach. Just trying to do my best for you guys here with the analysis while I'm building the course and doing all this stuff. It's going to be nice. Once I get back to only trading and the course is up and the Discord and all that's just kind of running itself, and I just have to do my analysis, just do the live trading for you guys in the live day trading room. That's what I love. I'm not a big, running all the details of, the infrastructure type of guy. I know that was a mouthful, but you know what I mean. All right. Hopefully I'm not speaking too quietly for you guys. Let me know how the volume is. Let's see here. So here's gold. Gold took a pretty big hit today. Interesting because treasuries were bid, but gold got whacked. I mean, we should be heading into the new open here now. I'm not sure what that's doing. Anyways, it's not important. There's a lot of support here for gold. Right there, that's beautiful. You can see, there you go. There's the new open right there. You see how that changed? Guys, lots and lots of support here for gold at 29.20. Any of you who trade with Aaron Trades because I doubt Aaron has the time to watch this full video. I totally get it. He's running his channel and Discord and all that kind of stuff. But if you guys talk to Aaron, let him know 29.20 I think is a really nice support level here for gold, because we got to ask ourselves, you know, is gold just going to, you know, bomb through here? I mean, it could, but I don't think so. I think you still got quite a bit of support in here. I'd be looking for something more, you know, like this, maybe even back up here. Let's see. That's your key level to watch right there. Very, very, very important level to watch right there. All right, let's look at, but that's a pretty good end of day pattern right there for gold. And the reason for that, while silver loads here, we'll see what silver is up to as well. The reason is because the weekly on gold is still trending to the upside. The monthly's still trending. You still got a lot of support there, so that when that daily chart tries to pull back into congestion on the gold daily chart, you ask yourself, does the daily chart of gold really want to now break out into a trend reversal to the downside on the daily chart? It could, but the odds are that it won't just yet. That's my take on that. But I would, you know, obviously watch that level and let the price action tell you what it's doing. All right, here's silver. There's a lot of support here for silver. I mean, it's a little risky with what the indices are doing right now, but I would say silver, you got a nice flash pattern. Gold looks like it's got a lot of support there. You're right at this key support level on the weekly. You're in this pocket. You're at the weekly envelope bottom. I mean, there's some pretty good support here on silver. So I think I told you guys right at the start of the week, I said that's the level I want to watch. Well, now we're getting a nice flash pattern into that level. Could be a lot of support here at 32 for maybe a little bit of a relief rally here in silver to set up the next short back down and have a little congestion here. So that's what I'd be looking for on silver. Keep an eye on that. Copper and platinum, I don't think you guys care right now, right? I'm a little too tired to do all of them. Again, I'll start doing all of them when all right, let's not be lazy. Let's look at copper. Oh, it needs to roll over again. That's right, because I didn't change it on the board here. Anyways, let's roll it over. Pause while we do that. Well, that's interesting here. I don't know if that's like a data issue with Sierra charts, unless copper really did close here and his gap open higher here. It's weird. Possible, but strange. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I don't have time to deal with copper right now, but there's a lot of resistance up here on the weekly. Monthly is setting up for a potentially really good short on copper for March. So we'll keep an eye on that because we're quickly heading into the end of February and then March. And then we're going to want to see all of our monthly charts. What do they tell us of what we expect from the macro view for each one of these markets heading into March? So you guys will see as we do this more and more and more. There's so many different ways you can use these. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, for the next 24 hours for copper, I have no idea. Let's go ahead and look at platinum. I mean, I guess copper did gap up. I mean, platinum certainly had a little gap up, which is interesting. So, yeah, I'll be looking at that level there for a short for platinum. Not really a trade I'm crazy about, but so far the ones I really like, shorting the Dow potentially on that level. That's a really good trade. And then long gold and silver, sorry, potentially. So let's just go look and see where the Dow opened while we're doing this. And then we'll get to the energies and the ags. And then we will be looking at a little Bitcoin and we'll be done. So here's the Dow. Just kind of open right into our resistance. So just keep an eye on that level. All right, let's go to crude, which fell out of bed today. Big move to the downside. Talked about that last night. That was one of my top picks. So you guys would do well to pay attention to my top picks. I mean, I don't just pick these markets willy-nilly. There's a lot of stuff I'm seeing here that I don't even comment on. You know, I only have a limited amount of time here to do the analysis and explain to you guys, you know, what's going on. So if I do a top pick, there's a reason I do that. All right, let's wait for crude to load. All right, so you can see crude oil here. That was, you know, yesterday. Go back and look at the video. I said, oh, that pullback, that's looking pretty good for a short on crude anywhere up into here. And yeah, I didn't take it, but you know, I wanted to share that with you guys, just sharing the analysis, and hope those of you who trade these markets are using this analysis to, you know, make good decisions and make money. That's what it's all about. So right now with crude, it looks pretty weak. It's not a market I would buy right here, even though you do have a flash, but this flash for support is kind of in no man's land. So I don't know. I'd be careful on crude tomorrow. It's probably going to be very, very choppy. Let's look at RBOB. All right, same thing here for RBOB, just getting absolutely smoked. Looks very, very weak. Yeah, probably pretty safe to be looking to short rallies, I would say. But it's not a market I'm trading right now. But for those of you RBOB lovers, I hope that helps. Very weak. We, pretty much called it here from the beginning of the week. Analysis has been very, very solid for you guys. So that makes me happy. All right, let's look at heating oil. And then we will look at some nat gas. I have no idea what that did today. And while nat gas, heating oil, loading first. Yeah, same thing with heating oil. Very, very weak. Probably a lot of resistance up here at that dot right there. Look for continued weakness to attack those lows, the pink dot. I think we're going to head lower. So energies look weak, guys. The bonds are obviously bid. Stocks, I think, are going to be choppy, but under pressure. The Dow looks like a good short. Gold could catch some safe haven bids. Silver, you got a nice pattern there, but if we continue to see risk off, that's going to affect silver. Silver is going to get hit, and that support level will break. And this is just one other thing. I'm just dropping these nuggets here when I think about them. This is what I do for my own trading. What you guys are going to see inside the live trading room is we'll go back to nat gas in a second, and then we'll look at some of the currencies. We'll look at the ags. We'll wrap it up with Bitcoin. But here with silver, when it loads, this is the way I approach these markets, right? So I think there's a lot of support here for silver, right? I really do. I think we're going to see a bounce in silver today and gold. But with that said, that 32 level, if that really starts to break, then the next couple of days, you could see a pretty good follow through to the downside. So these levels are really, really key. And you just have to keep an eye on them, because if you think they're strong and they should hold, but price is not respecting those levels, then that's a big deal. The opposite is happening. And if the opposite is happening, you can really take advantage of that to play the other side through the resistance or support level, that you thought would be strong, right? So let's go ahead. I guess silver needs to go to the May contract here. I got to change my scoreboard over here with the correct contracts. Let's just load the correct contracts. We have the right data here for silver. All right, there's the May contract for silver. Looking pretty similar. So just keep an eye on these levels. All right, let's go ahead and look at nat gas. All right, so nat gas did bounce a little bit there. I thought that maybe this would be strong resistance level here where the dots are rolling over. You're right at the weekly true average here. Sierra charts. Sierra charts. I love Sierra charts, but for some reason on the energies, it just takes forever to load the data. I mean, I got a lot of data here, so I got to be fair to Sierra charts. But all right, there you can see. Yeah, that's quite a nice pullback there. So I would favor the short side of natural gas here, definitely, especially where we are. All right, let's look at the dollar. Kind of curious to see what the dollar did, because we're looking at this. We're getting a picture of everything, right? And then at the end of this video, after we've looked at all the markets, I'll summarize and give you my top picks. And you already have my levels for each market that. If you trade a specific market, just look at what I'm saying for that market and use it. It's going to help you. In the live trading room is where I'll, show you how I trade into these levels for the markets I like. Like for today, the next 24 hours, I'd be looking real carefully at the Dow for that short. I'd be looking at gold, especially for that long. I'd probably stay away from silver, even though it doesn't look bad. Why would I want to take a chance longing silver when it's pretty risk off right now? Treasuries are being bid, right? The interesting thing here is that the euro is still kind of grinding higher against the dollar. So I don't really know what to make of that. Not really clear. Kind of a mixed bag. But yeah, my top picks would be, okay, long gold off of that support level. Watch that carefully. Whatever that level was that I mentioned, go back and check that out. Short the Dow right there. Watch that resistance level very carefully. Those are my two favorite markets right now, and they're going to vary every night. It's going to be different. Like last night, crude was my favorite market to the downside. We see how that worked out. That was a great call. All right, I don't have time, guys, to go through the currencies here. Not really even going to look at all the grains for right now. It's been a very long day. I wanted to get this video done earlier, but the power on the whole street went out, and it took them a long time to repair. So I couldn't start doing this video until later. And it's kind of a sacred thing for me to get out to the beach with my family. My little kid loves swimming in the ocean during the sunset, and so I like to get this video out, before that, so I can head to the beach. But now I'm a little behind schedule today, um, which is fine. All right, here's corn. So yeah, corn continue. See what I mean about the opposite. Remember, I liked that support level, and then when it started to break, I said, guys, we got a key level break in here on corn. Probably gonna head lower. This is exactly what's happening. The ags are weak right now. All right, let's just finish it off. I don't have time to go through the rest or the meats. I don't think anyone cares anyways. But when we do the live trading room, I'm gonna, we launch the course and all that stuff. That's when I'm gonna have the time to go through all these in detail. Right now, I'm just giving you guys kind of I'm doing this more for you than me right now because I'm not trading right now. And I'm just kind of teaching you how all this works so that by the time the course is ready and everything else, you're gonna at least have a little bit of an understanding of what we do here. But, once I can put my full attention on the trading, the analysis every day that I upload to the member section is going to be way more detailed than this. It's going to blow your mind. And I'm excited about that because that preparation is what allows us to absolutely put the odds on our side every single day when we day trade, because we're day trading the top pick markets into the top pick zone, support and resistance. And it just shifts the odds so far in your favor. I can't wait to share with you guys. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's go ahead and load Bitcoin here. And yeah, that was one of the posts. I'll just leave you guys while Bitcoin's loading. I'll leave you with this. Remember last night in the Discord, I said, hey, Patrick Wieland. I like Patrick. I think he's funny. He appears to be a good trader, right? I don't know. His stuff doesn't seem like replicatable. Like, okay, bull flags and bear flags. I don't know how you I know he's got a course and whatever, but like he could just be a good trader. How do you teach what he does? I don't think you can. That's one of the big differences between what I do and what he does, is that mine is replicatable. It's logical. It's teachable. I can teach you. You can use it. I can get you on your own 2 feet. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think bull flags and bear flag, I think that stuff's hard to read. I think it's very subjective. My stuff is more objective because I give you the roadmap of the logical sequence of the types of trading and where you are and the patterns. And anyways, my point with all this was not to talk about that. Was when you're an affiliate, and one of the largest affiliates for a prop firm, it's coming out now in the Apex lawsuit documents that these prop firms like Apex were paying influencers like 6 figures, and they were doing weird things with the accounts to make it look like the influencer was a good trader. And then they would, like, as part of the salary of the influencer, they would pay out the trading profits, although it was kind of a scam. They were doing this game because it made the influencer look good. Then he could sell more, memberships to the prop firm, and the prop firm was happy. So you guys got to be I'm not saying Patrick's doing this at all. I'm really not. He looks like a good trader. I think once we get the live trading up and running, I think it'll be fun. You guys will see what I'm capable of, but you just got to use your discernment. And if somebody can't trade live in front of you, and that's the one thing, like Patrick does trade live in front of people, which is good. But in these Apex documents, the lawsuit, I can't remember where I saw this, but they were doing some pretty weird stuff. The prop firms and the influencers, and they were making it look like the like I think Matt Trades, if you guys know that guy, I think that was his name. Like, they made it look like he was making money, but he wasn't, so that's why I'm not a prop firm affiliate, and I don't want to be a prop firm affiliate because there's a huge conflict of interest there, I think. That's just my opinion. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, Bitcoin just got smoked today. Interesting, though. Like, guys, look. You're flashing right into that pink dot, which is an extension. You're into this right here. This is a key level. We're breaking through a little bit too much monthly support right here, so I probably wouldn't bet on this to hold. But be aware, you could see a little bit of an attempt at a relief rally. But yeah, it's just kind of falling out of bed here on Bitcoin. So guys, that's it. Look, my top pick is going to be to look to potentially short the Dow. I will let you know if I put that end of day on. Probably not, just because I'm not able to really manage these trades the way I like to. So I'd rather just keep my focus on the course and the Discord and then start live trading with you guys in a couple weeks when everything's ready. But I would watch the Dow very carefully from the short side. Keep an eye on the other indices as well. And then gold from the long side, I think, looks pretty good. So those are the picks for today. You just day by day, go through the analysis, give you guys my picks, and soon we'll be trading the picks together, which I can't wait for. All right, you guys, take care. Please do like and share and subscribe. It really does help the channel get some traction, and I think we got something really cool here. And the traction is nice because it enables like real people, real traders to come together, interact, and it takes people away from the furus, which is one of my primary motivations for doing this, just to be real and take people, save people from the furus. That's my goal. That's why I asked you to like, share, and subscribe. Go join the Discord if you haven't already. We're already at like 70 members, and we only started it like less than a week ago, so that's really cool. The channel's over 400 subscribers now. When I started this, I never thought I'd get to 100 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. All right, you guys, take care. I'm off to the beach, and I'll be updating you in Discord later. Bye-bye.